I'm Richard Royce, and I want to talk to you today about something many of us feel strongly about, and that's our animal shelter. I know how frustrating it has been to see our facility closed, and I want you to know that your concerns have not fallen on deaf ears. Animals matter in this community, and how we care for them says something about who we are as a city. That's why, last December, the City Council directed staff to hire a professional consultant, IDS Group Incorporated. They were to conduct a full feasibility study on our city-owned shelter located on East Charles Street. Their job was to assess the building's condition, study our community's demand for shelter services, and give us a clear picture on what it will take to reopen and modernize that facility. And here's what we found. As our existing shelter has serious deficiencies. The facility only has 28 kennel spaces, and the study tells us we need somewhere between 75 and 180 spaces to adequately serve our community's needs. The shortfall is approximately 60 to 85%. The buildings are aging. The layout is fragmented. The current structure cannot safely or effectively support modern animal shelter operations. This is not a small fix. So what do we do about it? The study outlines a two-phase approach. The first phase is immediate stabilization, including repairs. Things like the HVAC system, plumbing, electrical, kennels, and basic safety and sanitation upgrades. That work is estimated to cost just over $1.1 million, and it would allow us to restore operations while we plan for a long-term solution. The second phase is a full modernization and expansion of the site. More housing capacity, dedicated medical and isolation spaces, better public access, and a facility that we can be proud of for years to come. Running a full shelter operation is also a real financial commitment. The study estimates an annual operation cost of $600,000 per year, with the city subsidizing around $400,000 of that after fees and other revenue are factored in. The City Council reviewed all of this at a public workshop on May 26th, and we are actively working through the next steps. As stated before, the city is currently facing a budget deficit. This is a real constraint, and it means we have to be thoughtful and strategic on how and when we commit to major expenditures like this. I won't make promises I can't keep, but I will tell you exactly where we stand. The question on how we fund shelter improvements and how we staff and reopen the facility will be included in our upcoming budget process. This is the right place to have this conversation, openly and with the full financial information in front of us and the public. At the same time, staff is actively looking at grant funding and other outside subsidies that could offset the cost of capital improvements. We're not approaching this as though the city has to bear the entire burden alone. There are funding sources available to communities investing in animal welfare infrastructure, and we intend to pursue them. I want to be clear. Reopening our animal shelter needs to be done the right way, responsibly, sustainability, and with a plan that works for our community in the long term. I encourage all of you to attend our upcoming budget meetings and make your voices heard. This is exactly the kind of decision that should be made with the community input, and your participation matters. I appreciate your patience and thank you for caring about the animals in our community. I also want to thank you for your assistance as we work through this together.